What's up, Frank? I see you, homie. Hola, Empress. Mi canalita. ¿Qué tal? I know, Frank. I'm sorry, man, and I almost didn't go live now. If you look down here, there's a video. There's another piece to this. I had a whole thing that I was gonna do because, um, well, you shouldn't have been over there, no way. That's what your ass get, Frank. But there's if you look over here, you see where my cursor is. There's a whole video that I part of it I produced last, I think, this past Sunday. Whatever day I did my last live stream, I told you guys that I would do one the next day because of some topics you got that y'all brought up, and I started on it and on camera, and I got partway through it and I was just like, I'm tired, I can't. So I was gonna play that. I was gonna live stream that part ahead of what I'm doing right now. And then I went to Ilhan Omar. I went into the thing in Memphis. I went into something else. I can't remember, but it's taken too long to process, and the day is going. And these hearings about reparations were held today. This won't have the same gravitas if I wait till tomorrow. So I know it's late, but damn it, here I am. You know what I'm saying? Here I am, and there you are. Shout out to Cassandra. What's up, Cass? Um, what did greetings, my king. Lovely to see you. I'm so excited. Hola, mi hermano. um, Tisha, I see you. Shout out to you. So I'm just going. I can't be concerned now, y'all. Now I can't now. Because like I say, this these hearings were held today, and I was covering reparations in the video that's still processing for you. It's just under 2 hours, so when I finish this, I'll just release it. You know, whatever. Or I may just be hateful enough that if it finishes processing, just when I'm done, and I'll say peace out and see y'all later, and then I'll just play that video and stream it as part of this, but y'all don't have to watch it. Whatever. I don't know how I'm doing it, y'all. I don't know. I'm in uncharted waters right now. Hello all Jedi. This hearing, in my opinion, was a farce. It pains me so much that we as African folk have issues with asking for true, tangible, which is what this moment is about. Tangibles. I know that's right, Cass. Um, and I want to begin with this actually because also in the description box you will see that I've linked the full hearing, and I linked three other videos. All right, so that the first um uh one of them, I should say, because like I say, the first one I typed it is the full hearing. All right, so y'all wait now. What's going on now? I'm under attack. Wait now. Okay. Um. So one of them. What's up, Mika Maggie? Maggie. Maggie. What's up, Mika? It's good to see you, girl. um. Yeah, thank you for that, Carnalita. Everybody remember to thumbs up the live stream. Even y'all folks that's not coming into the room, y'all be out there watching this ghost. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's the cost of my blood and sweat. All right. Now, so that I want to talk about a glaring issue with these hearings, everybody. First of all, Danny Glover, who I had the honor of meeting years ago, very kind man, very kind, um, very he has a quiet intensity to him. You know, um, I felt the strength of his intensity. Maybe because you guys know, I tell you, I feel energy. It's one of my gifts, but I don't think it had to be me. Um, he was very intense, but very kind, very gentle, and it was a pleasure to meet him. But I actually met him at a premiere, um, and it's ironic because at the time I met him, I still hated him from Color Purple. I couldn't make the separation, y'all. Now I couldn't. All right, but meeting him changed all of that in a, in an instant. I just was like, okay, I'm cool with him. But his opening testimony at this hearing today was very moving, you know, not surprising. Um, and but this also speaks why I'm beginning with this that I'm going to start with right now is because it speaks directly to what I say to you all the time, and it has borne itself out once again to be true. I always tell you there's no shortage of y'all black Christian folks. I blame y'all. You see what I'm saying? It's this devil, and then right under him, actually right next to him, I ain't gonna put you on, right next to the devil is y'all black Christian asses. Because you can be counted on to carry the water all the way. That's it. Whatever his intention is against us, all he's got to do is latch on to a black Christian, and that bucket goes all the way to its destination. And such was the case today. Now I ask you, why is it that in a hearing about something of this weight and importance, why would you allow these naysaying ass black Christians at the table? This devil on your screen right now, there he sat up there to object. Well, object your ass out the building and down into traffic. You see? But wait. Is it this one? Then there's this one. His ass was on Fox News, but he's a Republican. He's a senator. Tim Scott. I'm over it. But there he was up there licking the ass of Massa. And at the end of the interview, I noticed that he said, yes, ma'am. I've linked that as well. The first one I showed you, I've linked that one. This one I've linked. And then this little twit, this little alphabet. He's 5. What do you know about? You can't even spell reparations. Get your ass out of the building. You see? But there he was, saying it makes us victim. Well, victim your ass out the building and it's traffic. You see, it's singing the chorus of the oppressor all the time. And what seems to be a uniformity between all the statements is there's a concern about Massa. Listen, I don't care what they like or don't like. This is about us. And don't give me, I wasn't, and then Mitch McConnell's bird-looking ass, who I was praying would just have a massive heart attack while he spoke. I've wished for it till I'm dead, and it won't happen. I'm going to keep on wishing. But he's singing that same chorus of, well, all those people that did that are dead. No, they're not, because your white ass is the one that said that was in the back room when after Obama had been elected, saying, well, whatever he comes up with, we're going to say no to it. It was your ass. So don't give me these people are dead. They're not. They're not. Proof of that is that our situation hasn't changed. We're still going through the same thing that our grandfathers and our great grandfathers and our great and great and great went through. Nothing has changed because these people are still the same damn people, the same ones. You see, but most importantly, this argument of we weren't alive and I didn't do anything, so it doesn't affect me falls flat. Because listen, most of us weren't on Earth when they allegedly, put up your high quotes, team, put up your high quotes, allegedly went to the moon. But I'm supposed to know about it. Huh? None of us were on Earth when they sewed that raggedy ass flag of theirs, or when they wrote that bitch ass song. But we're supposed to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, put our hand over our heart and pledge allegiance to the flag. But we weren't on Earth. There's a lot of things that we weren't alive for. So if they're this against it, then let's tear down that entire building they're testifying in. Let's go over to the White House and tear that bitch down to ashes too. Since none of us were here when it was built, so it has no validity now, so we should just rubble it to ashes. Hey, that's what I get. You see, maybe I'm wrong. I doubt that I am. So this week, I wasn't alive and I didn't do anything doesn't mean anything. Let's deduct the wealth that was gained from the 400 years of slavery. Let's deduct that from their gross or their net value now and see what they're left with. Since we weren't here and none of them were alive and they don't want anything to do with it because they didn't do anything, so they shouldn't be attached to anything that came from it. Let's get rid of all the cotton business in the country. Let's get rid of that. Let's throw that out. Throw out the whole tobacco industry. Throw that out. U.S. Steel, burn it to ashes. Let's get rid of that. We don't need it. You see, they only bitch when it has to do with us. Nobody ever talks about their tax dollar and they weren't here and they weren't a part of it and all this stuff when it's anybody else. And most glaring is the reparations they gave to these damn Jews, these so-called Jewish Holocaust people. And I remind you, their alleged, put up your high quotes, team, alleged crime didn't even happen in this country. Nobody's ever bitched about that. Nobody's ever bitched. And oh, by the way, Obama earmarked. It wasn't a hearing. Nothing went on. He earmarked $12 million or 21, some number with a 2 and a 1 in it. Either 12 or 21 million dollars for Holocaust survivors in this country. And they've already gotten other stuff before that. They've already gotten the reparations. And not to mention the $65 billion they give Israel every year, just because. And not to mention that anybody who is allegedly Jewish, when you turn 18, they just send you off to Israel and pay your fully paid trip to Israel just to go and populate Israel. It just go stay in Israel. You see. Until I think you're 21 or something. You stay there for a while, you know what I'm saying? So this is a moot argument, and it's fake, and it's flat, and it falls fail and on its face, because they only bring up this shit when it comes to us. But what's egregious is, and this dude is sitting only one person over from Danny Glover, and he sits his 5-year-old ass up there. How is he in the building? Why is he there? Why didn't Ta-Nehisi Coates grab him around the neck and choke him till he was white? Huh? And this other demon that I showed you first, he sits up here. His whole thing is he's a Republican now. Because in his words, He realized that the Democratic Party, all the evil they had done to his race of people. So certainly the Republicans are treating them all cushy and nice now. Everybody, we should all be Republicans because they're the only ones doing anything for us or give a damn about us. You see, they have no racism in their party. No way, sir. No way, sir. You Simpson, we should all be. I don't know why we're not Republicans. I'm changing my registration tomorrow to Republican. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Because why not? You see, so he was placed there to put an indictment on the Democratic Party. You see, and his whole thing was, well, the Democrats should pay for it. You see, his thing here is former NFL player, author, and Fox News contributor. As soon as I saw that, I almost didn't watch the damn video because I don't need to. And he's dark-skinned black man. I'm sure he's got some glasses someplace. You see, this is a problem, everybody. This is a somebody find out what country it is. Somebody research this for us. Find out what country it is where they shoot traitors. Find that out. Find that out. I'd like to know that. I'd like to know that. So I'm saying, maybe we get some plane tickets for some of these damn people. I'm over it. Shout out to Nicole Jolly. What's up, Nicole? Shout out. So this is a problem, you know, and what makes it even more disgusting is the fact that they're. Oh, thank you, Carnelita. Gracias. 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 And some of y'all other folks, if y'all want to donate, you can do such. You can do so. Sorry, y'all. I just can't talk today. I can't now. I can't. Um. You know, you can give $1, you can give $2, you can give whatever's in your power. You know what I mean? You can do that. And sadly, it's. I'm grateful, but I'm also sad to say that it's been a few people that have been carrying the weight that could have been the the easy task of many. It's just, man. Shout out to Junin Zone. Um, oh, as Snoop Dogg would say, Miko, you just like my Spanish style. Remember he said you just like my doggy style. You just like my Spanish style. La lengua es muy bonita. Shout out to Odd Future. The Klan was a part of the Democratic Party after slavery ended. Yeah, we know this. And now y'all, damn it, I'm trying to look at it on my phone. Let me go over here to the thing, y'all. Now, what did he say? Who was that? Odd Future. Shout out to Ray Supreme. What's up, bro? Shout out to The Right Way. Wait, y'all coming in too fast now. I can't keep up. I was trying to read the one. Shout out to Tisha Nash. Wait, where'd that comment go? Somebody. What was the name? Something the Right Way. Or what was it? What? Odd Future. I don't see the comment. Oh, there it is. The Klan was part of the Democratic Party. Slavery ended, and now y'all want reparations from the same people of that same party. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yes, the fuck it does, Odd Future, and odd your ass off the channel because it doesn't matter. Just because, so you're trying to say if the person that raped a woman that they're somehow exonerated from having to pay her? We don't give a damn who it was. Damn it, we want our shit and we want it now. You understand? We put that under the banner of America. We don't care about Democrats, Republicans, independents, or they mama or they mama's mama. That fat, greasy whore. We're talking about what is due our people. Who's my moderator up here? Who wants to moderate? What's up, 40 Shorty? Empress, do you want to moderate? So you can um, get rid of folks for me. Let me get rid of this. Remove. Yeah, damn it. First I need to go and block you. Okay, that's not working. Well, let's see, go to channel. Doesn't matter. You understand? Sadly, there's only a two-party system in this damn country, and we're always forced to go whichever one is the closest to what is it feels right to our soul. We don't have a choice. You understand? So don't give me that. So future your ass up out of here. Won't get time for that. Shout out to I don't know who that is. Tisha, thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Like I said, strength in numbers, everybody. It's strength in numbers. It's the small contributions. Everybody don't have to give $1 million. Um, wait now. So shout out to you, Tisha. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Um, wait now. Let me go back to the top so I don't miss nobody. Shout out to Latrell, Poland. Shout out to you, or Pollard. Shout out to you. Um, let's see. The other reason I'm not on camera now, y'all, is because I am in bed. My favorite place on earth. It's the only place to be. Mika, you at work, girl? Look, don't get caught on my behalf now. I shouted out 40 Shorty, Ray Supreme. Um, Ajane23, what's up, fam? And anything you wanted to, because I was telling everybody I did a piece, I did a whole thing on, I did a whole video. And in that I also covered the stuff in Memphis. Any more information you got that you can share with us, Ajane, that would be most appreciated. Like I say, if you look over here where my cursor is at the bottom here, that video is still processing. I'm actually on camera for part of that. Part of it I recorded Saturday or Sunday, and then the other part I did earlier today, but it's taking too long to process, so I'm like, I just need to go and get the stream going because I can't. Um, uh, Uh, yes, that's true. Um, Cassandra or Mika. And this is why I never vote for Bernie Sanders. Cass, girl, I'm gonna beat you. You are voting for Bernie Sanders. I'm gonna be standing on your front lawn. Look outside. Not one of them said cut the check. I couldn't take that hearing seriously. And you know what, Junin Zone? Here's the thing too, and I actually talked about this in the video that you guys haven't seen yet. But you know, they brought this up in 1989, and I feel as though that um, wait, let me get rid of this. Um, I don't need a hearing. Power of the 12, shout out to you. Um, and thank you for that compliment on the 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 Central Park 5. Um, I looked it up, Jedi. I didn't. It didn't say at most a traitor would get jail time. Would get them and keep looking. So it says something has to happen. You feel me? We have to have something where these people go to that. You see, where we ship their ass off. You see what I'm saying? Because they're standing in the way of progress, and there's no shortage of them. You know, there's no shortage. Um, okay, Mika, I will. Um, no, I don't need no cheesesteak, girl. Now you are voting for Bernie. Damn it. Because I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, you're voting for Bernie. Now, um, but here's the thing. I don't need a hearing because hearings are just delays. You know, as I mentioned, in the case of these Holocaust people, they've received reparations several times. I brought you guys a video a few years back where they even started going after some of the rail companies here in America that had transported some of the Holocaust victims. And just when they made the allegation, those rail companies just went ahead and started paying. You remember I brought you, there was a congresswoman from New York that was leading up the charge and everything, and it went very quickly. You feel me? So it don't give me that we don't need a hearing. We don't. We don't. They have the money and we want it. But as I've said before, it's not just about a check. We definitely want a check. Except this is not an either or proposition. You see, we want it all and we want it now. So we want a check and we don't pay no more taxes on anything in this bitch, not even a candy bar. You understand? Just like they can introduce this chip, just like they can roll stuff out overnight like that. There can be a button on these cash registers across the nation that they got an African stand in front of them. They hit that button, it automatically deletes the tax. You feel me? Listen, I mentioned to you in the past when they talk about voting machines and they weren't working and it did pick the wrong candidate and it wouldn't do this and it wouldn't do that. How many people on the sound of my voice right now have ever been to an ATM machine and it gave you too much money? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. No, because it never happened. And now you can go to the ATM. You can go between your checking and your savings. You can have a printout of your receipt. You can have a printout and have it emailed or just have it emailed. You can deposit cash. You can deposit a check. You can withdraw. You can do all this shit in one transaction. It never makes a mistake. And we're to believe that you don't have, and by the way, and every day there's somebody turning retirement age. There's thousands of people that go onto Social Security and Medicare and all of it. So you can do all of that seamlessly, all of it, but only when it comes to us, you got to have a damn hearing. And how would we do it? And what would it look like? And we don't care about opposition from fake ass coons or white people. This is what is due to us. It's due. It's due. So we want to check. We don't want to pay no more tax in this bitch. You understand? We want land. All right. Um, we don't need no more loans once you give us a check. We good. You know what I'm saying? You can have your loan. You see, we over that. You understand? You wipe every African person in this country's credit clean, because then you're going to get rid of it, because I told you you don't need no damn credit, no way. You don't, in addition to that, we don't want any more policing of our communities. We want to deputize people in our communities, just like you can draw up these damn districts and stuff for gerrymandering. When you want to draw your district of voters and shit when you're running for something, you can draw up our shit and say this is a black district, and therefore you all can deputize the people that you feel are trustworthy, etc., in your community to police you. You understand what I'm saying? We want that. We want our own banks. We want our own courts. We essentially want to be a sovereign people within a nation. You see? If you can't do that, then damn it, then fine. You pick a huge swath of this country and say that's for y'all. You see what I'm saying? Either we can be sovereign in place or we can move. Your pick. But either way, we want to be sovereign. You understand? We just don't want to have any more to do with these damn people or their society. Shout out to J9. They live to control us. They need us, but don't like us. That's so damn true. It's the damn truth. That's the damn truth. That's the damn truth. You see. And we just like just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Leave us alone. Good point, Mika. How's it 37 people watching, only 4 likes? So I'm looking at 21 thumbs ups, but 33 people watching. I need thumbs up, everybody. If you're not in the room, you still need to thumbs up the live stream. Thumbs it up right now. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Do it, do it, do it. Thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Keep going. Hit it. We got 5 people that need to hit it. Oh, that was from Mika. Ignorant, non-productive. Just choose to sit out the voting process. You live in this country, and I can say this. Let's see. It's like their race played dumb, and what was the history lesson going on in the hearing too? Much deflecting and stalling going on. That's exactly it. They'll have the hearings like today, and then they'll say, okay, we have to reflect on the findings or some bullshit. And that'll be another 10 years. Like, we're not. You see what I'm saying? You don't do anything without making a demand. You don't get anything without making a demand. And here's what I was going to say quickly about voting. Black folks definitely need to stop singing that song of not voting, because nobody gets elected without us, everybody. That's real, and I need you to understand and know that. We have power, but we have had it for many generations, but it's harder for them to keep that a secret now. Shout out to Reina Africana. They're not trying to give money. Give money. A lot of black people are smart and would leave the country. Therefore, they will lose their slaves. That's true too. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out this bitch now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely true. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, and I've said this to you many times. Even Malcolm was saying back in his day. He said, white people can't agree on nothing, and they're divided in everything. You look at their vote when it come down to the vote, it's always 50-50. He said, so whichever way you vote, that's the way the country go. That's who win. He was saying that back in the 1950s and 60s. You see? Well, we didn't have Google then. And we didn't have the internet. We didn't have a lot of stuff that makes information so much more readily available. What I'm saying to you is that we've always had the majority. I've told you they're lying about their numbers. They've been lying about that. They lie about everything else, including that. And so therefore, nobody gets elected without us, everybody. They need this black vote. You see, Republicans know that their dirty draws have shown for too long. They can't even keep the veil on anymore. We know they are nothing but racist, cross-burning devils. That's it. So they don't have any hope of the black vote. It's a wrap. But Democrats still need this black vote. I told you, neither party cares who wins. Either one would like to be in power over the other party. But as long as it's a corporate candidate, they still both win. So they don't really care. You feel me? But Democrats care because if they don't have the black vote, that means Republicans have a chance of winning, and then they don't have any chance and the Democrats don't have a chance of being in power. They need this black vote. They need it, they need it, they need it. You see? And so therefore, we have leverage. But you can't have little alphabet twits like this sitting up there for anything or doing or saying anything on behalf of African people. There he is. He's 5. And I grew in a very affluent neighborhood and I go to an Ivy League school, and so I'm not saying that we're not do something, but just to make us victims when we didn't have any choice in it, and shut your ass up and go stand in traffic. I'm over it. So I'm trying to tell you, the most self-defeating thing you could do is to not vote. Because when you see those numbers and you realize, oh, then it's about how do we use that black vote. That's our issue. You see, the answer is not to not vote. The answer is to consolidate our thinking and our unity around our vote, so that they don't get you talk to just one group and the other group. So in the case, just to give you a micro example, like this little twit right here, you see, so he wouldn't have a voice. He wouldn't be allowed to speak. He wouldn't even exist. So we already got to him and snatched him out. They live on protracting us. You see? Well, they don't all think the same thing. So there's an inroad for us. Until you create a stone wall where, nah, what she said is what I believe too. What? Why you think coming to talk to me is going to get you a different answer? You see? This is the problem. But again, as I've said to you many times, it's these damn black Christians. They represent 86% of our population in this nation. They're the ones. They're the ones. They are the ones. You see? And sadly, you don't have any Muslims representing our people. You don't. You don't. And that's a problem. Yes, Ray, they do. I believe that little 5-year-old was paid to be there, as was the other devil. You see? You know, I believe that. And certainly the one that first one I showed y'all, this demon looking ass Blackula. You see, he looks like a damn king cobra by the face. No question, Fox News and others paid his bitch ass to be there. and say what he's saying. And interesting, the optics too, because when he was testifying, you see you have the little Latina back there, and I think she's Latina, and then you have the white heifer. You so say, but when you seen Ta-Nehisi Coates and Danny Glover, I ain't seen them but black folks behind them. And by the way, when the 5-year-old spoke, this little twit, this little alphabet, oh, they were booing him. Our people started booing, appreciated it. You see, no way he should have gotten out of the building in one piece. Just no way that should have happened. Just no way it should have happened. You see, we it's a problem, everybody. You know, we're not dealing with our situation the right way. We're just not. We're just not. You know, it's a sad commentary, but it's the damn truth. Um, yeah, he's trying to set us back 100 years, Canelita, and he's only 5. Uh, exactly. Cass, just what Empress said. A non-vote from our people is a vote for the opposition. It is. You see? And why I say Bernie Sanders is the dude is, you know what he do, Mika? That whoever the actor was that played that role, you right. Oh my God, that is Candyman. I cannot stand you. Oh my God. Um, Bernie Sanders is the dude because whatever happens to or against us in this nation, we have and have always been for, like, we don't just vote for dumb shit like white people do. Well, I voted for Trump because I'm pro-life. Really, that's all you got, fat heifer? That's all you got? That's where was you at when Mike Brown? I didn't see you standing in the crowd with when Mike Brown was murdered. But you're so pro-life. Which life are you pro for? You see, we tend to go for what we know makes it better for the country at large, even when we know we don't get anything specific. I use that as an example to make my case here as it relates to Bernie Sanders, because you must understand this is a man who has been saying and doing the same thing for 40 years. You understand? We know where he's at. That's why you don't have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to ever come back to haunt him, and they playing old clips and look at what he did and he voted for this and he did, because he's always stood on the right side of history. The right side, that's the dude. I'm telling you. That is the dude. That is the dude. That's him. You see what I'm saying? And we must also be more than one note too. You can't just think in terms of just yourself. You see? It's got to be us as a whole. So maybe you would like for him to say, okay, as soon as I'm elected, the next thing I'm signing is give reparations for African people. I'd love that. But all of us got some grandparents somewhere, or all of us got some disabled people in our family, or something like this. Bernie Sanders is talking about raising the amount of Social Security that they get, and then expanding it so they have dental and eye and vision and all that. That's just one thing. You see, my nephew, the prince, he'll be graduating high school next year. Allahu Akbar. But I have to look to him because he's a teenager. $15 an hour minimum wage would be good for him right now. He's got 2 sisters that's coming behind him. So I need Bernie Sanders for a $15 an hour minimum wage for them. You see? But I want to tell you this too. Allah says to mankind, your children, hear this, my people, Your children are born for a time that you will not see. Hear that again. Your children are born for a time that you will not see. So, I've spoken in the past about how you got to start making decisions that are not just good for your own ass. You, the only you right now, you. You have to live your life and make decisions that are going to be good long term. Maybe you won't live to see it, but you got to make that decision. You got to make those choices. We are living in the right now, and we tend to only predicate and make decisions based on right now, me right now, me right now, me today, me. Not me in 5 years, not me in 10 years, not me in 15 years. My pathetic ass right now. We got to get out of that. You got to think long term, but you also have to be willing to look at the big picture and see things that may not include you, but are good for the culture in general. La cultura es primero, you see? And it needs to be that way for all of us. All of us. Shout out to my written voice. Walaikum salam. Barakmatullahi barakatuh. And belated Eid Mubarak. This is Mary, such a lady. My girl. What's up? Glad to see you checking in, Mary. Christopher Moody, who makes a rainbow sprinkle it would do. Do not bring Sammy Davis Jr. up in this piece right now. I'm saying, Indy One, please don't block me. It just makes sense why we haven't received anything for hundreds of years. Well, make your case, Indy. I don't mind you having an opposing view, but just don't let it be garbage or something that just doesn't make any sense. You feel me? No problem with opposing views. If you have a case, then present it. Just don't spew out nonsense like the other person did. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quick to the point, no faking with blocking. You know what I'm saying? And dismissing and deleting and getting rid of and vanquishing. You see, it's one of my strong points. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Bernie Sanders is the right decision for my children or grandchildren. He's not good for any of us. Cass, I am y'all, I got to end the stream. I'm on my way to Cass's house right now. I have to do this. I said I was not going to travel this time of year, but I have to. Then Cass, who is the person that's right for you and the children and the grandchildren? Present this now. I'd love to see this. Huh? Sanders did say no to did say no to reparations, but I hear rumors that he may have a change of heart, something we need to research. Actually, he just kept answering, what does that mean? And as I broke down to you guys in one of my, it might have been in the live stream, I said to you that I understood his answer. See, we're not a unit. When Obama earmarked the money for the Holocaust people, it went to the Jewish something of North America. They have organizations. Do you understand? Remember when Donald Sterling spoke after the Clippers scandal? He said, as he goes, the blacks don't take care of each other. As Jews, we help each other. We have money that we just give to other Jews. You feel what I'm saying? When you present yourself as a unified group, then you're not protracted and separated. When you have that little twit sitting up there who's 5 talking about no reparations, it doesn't make. You see what I'm saying? There will be no dissenting group. You don't have no Jew coming out saying, well, they shouldn't give the Holocaust survivors nothing. You understand what I'm saying? The only people that come out to fucking sabotage us is other fucking black people. That makes me sick. I can't. Now, So this is what Bernie was responding to. He's saying, well, he doesn't have an answer because it's big. If we were a sovereign group someplace, like if you said give reparations to the Native American people, which they've gotten it, we know they are a group. We see them, they're there. We don't see them speaking against each other. We don't see them in society. We don't see them doing nothing but being there, doing their thing. But with us, there you are on every fucking commercial, hugged up with some white bitch. You see? And there you are doing this, and here you are at the hearing speaking against it. And you got the Congressional Black Caucus has been up there for 50,000 years, hadn't done anything. I mean, you could keep going. This is a problem. So when he says, what does that mean? That's essentially what he's saying. What does this mean? What is that? I think was his language. That's why I told you we have to have a demand. You see, just like the Black Panther had a 10-point plan. Boom, this is what we want. We ready for it. You won't ask, we ready. This is what we want. This is it right here. You see? We have to have that. But we have to vanquish and we have to establish amongst ourselves who are the people who are real black people in this country. And everybody else, we have to just get rid of their ass. You understand? At the very least, don't have shit to do with them. Because they're making the rest of us look bad. This is a problem. We have different points of view. But I was saying, I know that. That's redundant. Don't tell me stuff I know. Because that sounds like a white person. They always tell you stuff that you already know. So when you say we have different points of view, we've already established that. So you wasted that typing saying that to me. But I was saying that black/African American people, you're definitely white. We're already here on this land. We are the first inhabitants of this land. Well, you have a lot of white influence because your writing suggests a white influence to me. We are the first inhabitants of this land, and that's why we haven't received anything yet. Well, but that gets a little too deep, Indy. But you still haven't made the case of why we shouldn't. What was your original thing? Why we haven't received anything for hundreds of years. Well, you still didn't make your case of why we haven't received anything, And so did we inhabit it? I have issue with that. I don't know. That's not the most important thing. Certainly we traveled here and traded here and all that kind of stuff many, 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 many centuries before Columbus was ever even a sperm seed, But, you know, I but that doesn't say why we haven't gotten anything, Like, what does that mean? We're speaking specifically about slavery, Indy, and remember, we're not just relegating it just to slavery, because slavery didn't end. It just took on another name. You understand? Like, once they allegedly signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which didn't free us, it just said, okay, you can go until we put you behind bars for something and you're found guilty in a court of law. Then you're a slave again. That still remains today as I speak right now in 2019. So they just changed the complexion of it, but it's still the same. And then it wasn't like it ended and then white people were suddenly good to us. They still continue to this day. Damn it, we want a check and we want some other stuff. You understand? Tess, Smooth. I'm gonna call you Tess. True, but we are the only people to have been used like animals. Inhumane. The Holocaust is not a U.S. issue. Thank you, and should never have been discussed in Congress. Thank you so much, Tess. You are my new favorite person. That's the damn truth. But I use that to say that if they can discuss that, then damn, they can discuss our stuff, because our crime is continuing at the site of the crime. We still it. You see what I'm saying? My people are rioting right now in Memphis over yet another murder of one of our people by these white ass police. Yes, we want to check today. right now, and some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell you why the check is also important, everybody, not just for our economics, but the check is also important because it, I always tell you, unless when it comes to this devil, unless you uh, are affecting their money or their next breath, you're not gonna get nothing. They don't take nothing seriously except for living. That's why they're trying to live forever, and money. Because money is their God. So you got to do something to their money and something to their life. If you're not doing one of them things, you ain't doing nothing. So yes, we want to check. That's requisite. That's requisite. Okay, Cash, you gonna be my precinct captain. That's what I'm saying. You gonna be my campaign manager. I'm running. I'm announcing my candidacy right here, y'all. I'm running. God damn it, I'm running. Stealing our land and becoming accustomed to their government. Uh, my great great grandfather owned 82 acres of land in Texas. His land was stolen as well by palefaces. And India, I would add to that, a lot of people forget that there was a period of Reconstruction. This is when we did very well. You understand? When we began to enter their government, we had people of great wealth. We had many families that owned land. This is when you had Greenwood, Oklahoma, and Rosewood, and all this stuff. I mean, we had a point of economic development, but white jealousy. You understand? They can never just leave us the fuck alone and let's just have our shit. Here they white asses come. And we have to be ready for that. We have to be ready for that. You understand? You have to be ready for that. Because the first ones to stand up and object, well, I don't think there should be reparations. Well, bitch, if you don't have nothing to do with it, you shouldn't have anything to say about it. If you really didn't have anything to do with it, then it means you don't have any interest here. You see, that's just like the heifer that got out the car to shoot the dude. She wasn't even in the accident. She was a passerby and saw it. Didn't have nothing to do with it. You see? But she inserted her ass in it. And killed our brother. Murdered him in cold blood. So they don't get to have it both ways. If you want to say that you were an innocent party and you didn't have anything to do with slavery and you don't hate black people and it's just not your issue, then sat your ass over to the left in the back and let us get our stuff. You see? You should have no issue then. If you really didn't have nothing to do with it, then you really don't have nothing to do with it. Sit down. You see? Yes, thank you, Jay, and their guns. You have to get that in there. That's important. I thought I saw somebody else. I got 3 people that have not thumbed up. Either you're in the room or you're watching, but you need a thumbs up. You need thumbs up the live stream, everybody. Thumbs up. That's the cost of my sweat. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I got 40 people. I got 38 thumbs up. Now I got 39. So I need one more thumbs up. Thumbs up. Now, 41. We good. All right. Appreciate you all's responsiveness. That's very important, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to Timothy Nachuta. You should run for president someday, Jedi. Well, damn it, I am. I'm announcing my candidacy right here, right now. So I'm saying make your campaign contribution right now. So make your campaign contribution right now. Cass, lead the charge. God damn it. That's it. I'm on the way up. Nothing can stop me. Where's LC? Sweet D. What's up, D? I see you. Oh, there's all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. Up. All the way up. Terrence, what's up, man? Good to see you, my brother. As always. Yeah, everybody donate. So I'm saying, damn it, I might not be running because damn it, I'm running to Africa. Y'all can hit that the super chat button down there, and you can give 4 quarters if that's all you got. Do that. So I'm saying, uh, let's see who I miss. Um, Oh, I missed his comment, Cass. The candidate I'd vote for would have a solid black agenda, first agenda, solid black first agenda. Period. He or she would back reparations, and he was asked about reparations, and he said it would be too divisive. Well, he's gonna say that too because, but this is their thing. Even the little twit, the little alphabet twit, sat up there and say, they both implied him and the praying mantis both implied, how divisive it would be. But that's giving a damn about what white people have to say. Like I say, they don't get a say in this. And especially since they try to have it both ways. They're trying to say, I didn't have slaves and I wasn't here and I didn't have anything to do with it. Then now you don't get a say about it either. So if you're not in it, you're just not in it. You understand? And realistically, Cass, you're not going to get, unless I'm president, quite frankly, and even if I was on the campaign trail, I wouldn't be able to say I'm only doing stuff for black people. Well, I would because I understand that all I need is the black vote. You feel me? But they don't understand that, so they have to be diplomatic. You feel me? And so no candidate is going to be able to say, "Yeah, I'm totally going to have a black agenda and that's all I'm going to do." Cuz we don't want to prevent somebody like a Bernie Sanders from getting elected either, for the reasons that I described already about it not being just about individual self, but it has to be about us at large. You understand? The greater us. So, you have to, you want a full tank of gas or a half tank of gas. You see what I'm saying? I want it all. But I also understand sometimes one has to be, uh, step one brick at a time, so to speak. You know, I'm not into gradualism, but I am into what I see as smart pathology. And that's not a contradiction. It's just not. Thank you, Cass. I loved it, you. You see what I'm saying? Cassandra gave $1, y'all. You can give at least $1. Everybody on the side of my voice has at least $1. Get to pressing. Um, or we people like to mind it need to get a candidate to carry our needs. Well, we don't, Cass. That's what I'm saying. So the closest we're gonna get right now is Bernie. You know what I'm saying? We got to get as close as we can get. There's nobody else for everybody. And by the way, also, everybody else is corporate. Everybody. Bernie Sanders is the only one out there who every single dollar he got has come from the people. He's not been to any fundraisers and, you know what I'm saying, little rooms with elite people and all that. He's not doing none of that. And he's the dude that's packing stadiums. You understand? Kamala came out. She was hot for like 5 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Then we saw her dirty draws, and it was like, okay, never mind. Feel me? And as I say with her, I can't get past the white husband. Because that means you can't have my agenda at hand. You can't. Because you got to look at your white man every night. Since I just rather vote for. Plus, you are corporate. That's the icing on the cake. You are corporate. Bernie Sanders is the dude that's been doing and saying the same thing forever. And let us not forget, Cass, this man went to jail. We have videos and pictures of him handcuffed and chained to black folks going to jail for our cause. We just cannot ignore that. We can't ignore that. We can't. We just can't. I'm just trying to show you that what he has done has not just been political theater. You see, we know exactly where he's at, and he means it. Like I say, I'm voting for Bernie. If Bernie don't make it, Jazakallah khair, my sister. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fikum. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. Um, Thank you so much. What I'm saying is, and I've said this before, because this will be my last time I vote in this country, inshallah, anyway, due to the fact that I'm moving to Africa. But I say now, oh, thank you so much, The Raw Critic. Thank you so much, you guys. As I say, everything counts. If you don't have to be big baller, you understand? You just give what you can. But everybody gives something. Give something, everybody. Thank you so much to everyone who has given. Thank you guys so much. It's from the heart. It's from the heart and is received by the heart. I thank you so much. But I was going to say that, you know, this would be my last time voting in this country anyway, you know. And so for me, um, if I wasn't leaving the country, if Bernie Sanders is not elected this time around, I wouldn't vote anymore anyway. That's it. Like I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Because every time we're just about to get the right candidate, something happens. You see, coming off of Clinton, we almost got Gore, but they stole the election. Damn, the people's will was not carried out. Arr! Then we had to wait 8 years. We get Obama. All right, that put us on the right trajectory. The best person to come after Obama would have been Bernie Sanders, because Bernie Sanders is an Orthodox Jew, not a Zionist. He's an Orthodox Jew. And Bernie would have been the dude that could have gotten stuff done that Obama couldn't done, simply because Bernie has a white face. And his heart is in the right place. And he is a big fan of Obama and respected him eminently. You understand? But the will of the people was cut off by that sniper fire ass bitch. And black Christians. You see? So poof, you get the cheese puff. You see? Now there's another chance for the will of the people to come forth. There's another chance. Another chance. And what will happen? What will happen? Will it be squandered again? Well, if you go by my prediction, it will be. Because corporate Democrats want a corporate candidate. You see? So they're going to do everything they can to try and shove Biden down your throat. Even though you don't want him and don't need him. They've decided, you see. And they will get the same result that they got in 2016. People will either stay home, like I predicted. They're going to stay home and or vote for Trump. And they will do the same thing in this election. They're going to stay home or vote for Trump out of spite. Either way, it ends up with Trump at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, come on. So, it's time for people to understand. There's no need to look at Kamala. I told you Corey was out. When you go and watch those links that I put at the bottom of his video and you see his talk at the damn hearings today, I can't with this dude. I can't. I cannot. You know, it's that quoting great philosophers bullshit, and he has to throw in a quote from Dr. King, you know, and we're more alike than we are different, and the great promise of the cut. I can't. Oh my God, where's my punch? Oh my God. I can't. I can't. I can't. And not only they got 20 something people running, you don't know any of them. And you don't need to, because everybody else in the race has been paid to be in it. So they can steal numbers from Bernie. They're so desperate to try and get Joe Biden up in there. And somebody just mentioned that he had black people. What was it? Who said that? Bernie has black people. That was Empress. mi carnalita. Sí, es verdad. What's her name? Simone Sanders, huh? That traitorous ass. Yeah, she used to work for Bernie's campaign in 2016. Excuse me. And now she's voting for Biden. Or she's campaign strategist for Biden. And she was on CNN and they asked her, oh my god, I have that clip. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I think I played it for you guys in something else. Anyways, they asked her about the crime bill that he wrote, and she went off. I think that's gonna come out. No, no, Heffa, get back to the point. You see, again, another black ass Christian. You see, I can't, I can't, I can't. You see, but just the fact that she's over there working for him or any other black people for that matter shouldn't happen. You have brothers and sisters in jail right now still because of that bill. How are you over there working on this dude's campaign and you have melanated skin? It shouldn't be allowed. You see? Again, where are the countries that kill people off? I think Corey was just doing it just because his Senate seat is up next year as well. He'll be campaigning for his reelection before we know it. We need him to stay in the Senate anyway. Do we really need him though? Need is a strong word for me right now. That's kind of strong, you feel me? I think he more is doing it because he wants to be on the right side of history and because he's running for president. You know. Shout out to L Light. Honestly speaking, hat truly changed being hat truly changed being for the better of our people. Who? I don't know what you were saying, L Light. Shout out to Christopher Moody. Joe Biden is your man's man. What's wrong with Joe? Every damn thing, Christopher. Uh, you know what, Mika? And it's my black cherry. Y'all know that's all I do. Uh, Jedi Trump is punking Congress. So, unfortunately, I agree he will be reelected. Yes, and I'll be back to the I Told You So video. And I'll do the I Told You So dance even. Told you so, told you so, told you so. There's a whole dance to go. There's a whole dance. I'll do the dance. I have dancers with me and everything. I'll choreograph a special routine just for that I Told You So. Yes, we understand in the Senate Dems need to take over the Senate. All the people in the race need to run for something else. They do, and to that point, as a body and just as an almost black face, I'm going to allow you that. We do need to keep him in the Senate. There, I said it. Where's my pledge? Um, Carmelita, well, I remember in South Africa, Winnie Mandela was killing off traitors left and right. Yes! And you know what? Saddam Hussein used to kill terrorists too. Just thought about that. And you know who the only person that spoke up the truth on that back in the day was the Cheese Puff. There's a whole video you can watch of him being interviewed by Wolf Blitzer. He goes, the war is a disaster. He goes, one thing, you say what you want, he goes, say what you want about Saddam Hussein. He hated terrorists. He used to kill terrorists. This is the Cheese Puff saying this. I'm telling you, he was saying all the right things before he became president. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He said Bush was a disaster. Condoleezza Rice was a disaster. He said everybody in the administration is a disaster. The war is a disaster. Everything was a disaster to him. Uh, and plus, as it relates to the Senate, uh, to all the way up, and Mika on that topic too. Obama was only the second black senator since Reconstruction. Before him was Carol Moseley Braun, and then it's Barack, and then after him it was Tim Scott's bitch ass, and then it's Cory Booker, and isn't Kamala a senator? I think she's a senator, right? Excuse me. I think all those Dems are figuring if Trump can win, then why not them? I wish that was the case, Mika, but I feel like that most of them have been paid to be put there by the Democratic Party, you know. I feel like because last time it was just him and Sniper Fire. So their cheating of Bernie was more out in the open. They can hide those cheating numbers amongst the other field and say, well, look, so and so's got 7%, the other one's got 3%, and all these 1 and 2% are crap. When really it's just stealing the numbers from Bernie. Nobody's going to those people. No, those people are holding rallies. Nobody knows them. Nobody, no, come on, nothing's going on over there. There's nothing happening. Nothing's going on. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, I think she is a senator. Oh, she is a senator. Okay. I felt that was her title, senator. Yeah, senator. Yeah. And she's also 40 Shorty senator too. Um, you know what, you guys? I'm gonna play now the first part of the video that I will release after this because it's done. It's done processing now. So, I guess. I don't know what player it's gonna pick. Before we get into the information, everybody, we will end with this. But the video will begin with a portion that I recorded on Sunday or Monday. I don't remember. Whatever day I did the live stream, I told you guys I would come back the next day. Now, what's playing now is what you were going to see because I was going to play this part while I was on. You'll hear me say that. Just let me shut up for a minute. And I'll just play this first portion of it and do that. I was gonna do another one the next day, and I did. I started to prepare it. I was gonna go live, and then I thought, well, and I can still wait. I'll just and I can still see you guys' comments on my phone, so that's all good. So I'm still in communication with y'all. Record this part, and I'll stream that live, and then because I was still feeling lazy, and then I just thought, then after that plays, then I'll come on live. It'll still be a full live event, but just with some recorded material out front. So this portion that you're going to see first, I didn't understand that, Mika. Was recorded on Sunday. The rest of it was done today, Wednesday the 19th. All right. So as you're watching this, because I'm streaming it live, as you're watching this, I'm on live. I'm watching it with you and all that stuff. So I can see your comments and all the stuff and blah, 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 blah. All right. So I can respond to you, etc., etc. I'll at some point I'll open my mic again so that I can respond to you I can talk to you as
Shout
we're
out
going
to
through it.
Khalifa.
I may even stop it as we go along the way, whatever. But this first portion that you're seeing now is all recorded, but that I'm here live. I'm here live, but this is all recorded. All right? So I just wanted to give you that. Now, let us get into the main piece.
What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. When we last spoke, towards the end of the stream, you guys were bringing up some referrals for me. And I said I would follow up on them. Shout out to D Mike. You guys were saying about the piece of Ilhan Omar on the Van Jones show. I saw that. I'm going to talk about it. The latest on Bernie Sanders, the incident in Memphis with the police.
Okay, so I'm just playing this part where I was on camera, y'all. It's not that long. It will add to our discussion in this. Um, and but like I said, I do see your comments. Um, and okay, I gotta dispatch your mail. I had so much fun. Okay, Mika, take care, my sister. Be well. Good to see you. Glad you was able to be part of the stream. Maggie. Uh, and so I'm just gonna play this portion of it, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna release this after we're done. I'll play this portion where I'm on live, and then where I'm on camera, and we'll probably do maybe another 5 or 10 minutes after that, and we'll be over it. Because like I said, I know it's late, but I had to get this in because, like I said, the hearings were today, and I didn't want to do it tomorrow. The topic is timely right now. Right now. Shout out to Kai. I just seen your comment, brother. Salute back at you. um, and somebody that was mentioning that all skin folk and kinfolk. Thank you, because that y'all know I say that all the time. That's the truth. Let me just play this, and then so we can finish this portion of it.
And the prosecutor in the Central Park 5 case, this Linda Feinstein and the other whore resigning from various boards. Um, you know, I'm always in such a state of woe because, it's like you get a flat tire on the road and somebody says you got to fix the flat tire, but you're not allowed to use a jack. You can't call AAA. You can't use an air pump. All the things that would settle it is the very thing that you're not allowed to use, or you've been told. Hear me. And for me, all states of oppression of our people, all injustice, All infractions, acts of disrespect against us are easily solved. Easily and very quickly. But we've been brainwashed and
Shout out to Milagros.
seduced into a habitual culture and habitual rituals of non-resolution, not doing the exact things that will bring us the desired result. I'm over it. I can't operate like that. And it becomes, and it has been always for me,
By the way, you guys can tell I was very tired in this video. Just mentioning that.
how do I get my people not only to see that, but then to have the courage and the determination to carry out our free will, to do what is necessary to achieve our just due objective. Malcolm said, by any means necessary. What he meant by that was exactly what he said. Fix that tire by any means necessary. In other words, nothing is off the table. Nothing. Nothing is off the table. I shared with you the story of the young sister out in California. Young girl, teenager, probably 16 or 17. And her issue was in LA Unified Schools, they have armies of police installed, and there's always these so-called random searches, and the kids have had it. They've had it. They understand what's really happening. It's not really an issue of safety. That it's everything but safety. And she began to become active in various activities and groups, seeking that yearning that's natural within, that calls to you, that says, I can fix that. Recognizing she's only one. But she feels like, well, I'm just one, but everybody else feels the same way, so if I just do this and X, Y, and Z, we can do something. Then she's introduced to some of the...
Okay, Timothy, good night. And may the Almighty bless you. I pray that He grant you paradise. Amin. Jazakallah khair.
Black Lives Matter people who give her and others some training on how to protest. Right there is a problem. I shared with you about they end up raising money to go to this $3,000 plate dinner, her and some of her other friends, so that they could confront the councilman, the main dude involved, the devil. And here you have, it's like a candle, everybody, or a spark or a light. It shines bright, and it will shine, and it will burn until somebody extinguishes it. You see, she's a burning light. She shares my passion. They go to this dinner and, they confront the councilman and they realize they can't throw them out because they paid to be there. So they get them to just go ahead and have a seat and have dinner with everybody else, and that the councilman would speak to them afterwards. Well, during dinner, he ghosted out. As they were leaving, she was very distraught. And she was saying, I know we did the right thing. I'm paraphrasing now. I know we did the right thing, and I felt like we did everything we could. But somehow I still feel like, but for some reason it still hurts. That was her word. Why it hurt is because whether she is consciously thinking it or knows it or whatever, she understands this is an issue. I'm giving it everything I can, but I'm caged in. You can only fix this tire without an air pump, without a jack. You can't call AAA. You can't call family. Keep going down the list. And somewhere in her soul, whether she's articulated it to herself or out loud or subconsciously or consciously, or maybe she just hasn't arrived, she needs to understand, she's trying to understand, why does she still feel empty and sad? Why does it still hurt? Why it hurts is because I wish I could get to her and say to her, young sister, why it hurts is because somewhere within you, you understand there is an absolute righteous way that you are within your divine right to handle this. But you've been caged in and told that's not the way you can do it. You see, we're extinguishing the lights, the fires, the passions of many of our young ones, that new energy that we need, that will then pass that energy on to the next generation. You see, there was a time when we had fire in us, and we exercised that fire in its authenticity, in its natural incarnation, the way that it would flow from a human being under whatever given circumstance. But through a series of pathology, that light has been caged in. Bring in Gandhi, then bring in Dr. King, you see. Then the light was almost ready to be uncaged when you bring in the Deacons for Defense, and later the Black Panther, you see. Malcolm X. You're not in this order, but you understand what I'm saying. And the people began to feel. Those who knew already got it. Those who were confused began to understand. And those who didn't know at all began to see. This is what's effective. This is the way. Not all that chanting and begging and protesting and marching. No, that ain't the way, you see. And so the devil went after the panther, changed laws and everything. I told you about how California used to be an open carry state. Changed that overnight once the Black Panther were aware of their Second Amendment right, because California used to be open carry. They changed that law. Quick, change it. You see, so laws really don't have anything to do with anything. I've always said that. I'm always going to say it because it's the damn truth, and that's why I know to be true. You understand? The so-called laws, so-called. You understand? There's only one law, and that's the divine. You understand? And under divine law, every soul is entitled to defend itself from aggression, oppression, suppression by any means necessary. That's what's divine. That's what's divine. You understand? Certainly your enemy will always write rules and laws and regulations that favor him. You see, two teams go out in the football field or go out anywhere to play anything. They want rules that help them win. Well, it says here we can have a transgender 6'8" man who thinks he's a woman on our women's team. It says it right here. And they would want it. But the moment the other team had a 6'8" transgender man who thought he was a woman on their women's team, this team would be bitching. Stop the video when I lie. Just stop it when I lie. Just stop the video when I lie. Just stop it. No need to listen to the Jedi. So our task, our question, indeed is, are we going to continue to allow ourselves, our light, our passion, and our fire to be caged? Are we going to allow this? Are we going to allow it? See, when will we have really had enough? When? When will we have had enough? You see, because you look at the society and they're trying to force this fictional race of people upon us with these LGBT people. Like they're a different race or something. Like they're separate, And you had the case of Kevin Hart. We'll use that example in this context. Because whenever his whatever resurfaced and okay, and I wanted to apologize. And then he had to do this in the third and Well, this was an example of, in this case, there wasn't an injured party, but the powers that be are saying to those who happen to be born gay, you're a victim. You're a victim. You see, he should apologize to you. You see. And so they've cast themselves vicariously through the non-victim. They've cast themselves as the victim, trying to create a victim. But what's important, the point I'm trying to make through this analogy, is to say that there was a backlash. That's the word we hear a lot of now, a backlash. That means somebody took action that was of detriment to the alleged or real offender. What we're being denied in the society is the right to lash out. and have a backlash. You see, we're being denied this on purpose. Denied it. Denied it. Because there's never any consequence for any insurrection or aggression uh, against African people, up to and including murder. That's okay. It's justified, you see. So it makes me sick. And as I watched the Ilhan Omar piece, my thoughts began to wander off from watching and listening to her and the other lady that were up there on Van Jones, because I just began to think how the other lady that was sitting up there with the, I can't remember her name, some devil ass whore, was saying, yeah, the whole thing is talking about how bad Trump is and this and that. Well, you really don't have any right to be saying anything. Nobody in Congress, except for the Muslims. All right? Nobody else has the right to say anything, because all the rest of them support Israel. The murdering, genocidal, devilish entity that they are. And they support them. You see, that's just one. They're also all in bed with big oil and big pharma, you see, and the banks and Wall Street and all of it. Yeah, they don't have any moral authority, no moral capital. Yeah, they're frauds, you know. They're frauds. They're frauds. And I say to my people, yet again, how is it that we are being asked to be civil in a savage society? I ask you this now. I ask you this now. How? How? You know, that's like somebody's in a burning building. They say, no, just remain in your seat. Just remain in your seat. Your natural instinct is to run. You're seeing the fire, you're seeing the smoke, you're starting to choke. Your natural instinct is to run. Get away from that fire. Or pick up a fire extinguisher or something. And you're being told you can't pick up the fire extinguisher, you can't cover your nose and mouth, you can't run. Remain in your seat. That's what we're dealing with, everybody. And I always tell you, anything that we're going to have or achieve in this nation, the days of asking are over. Are over. You understand? You have to position yourself in a way that allows you to demand and to take. Demand and take. You understand? And what part of that, hear me, what part of that looks like, when we look at the example of reparations being thrown around and asked about now, that's the problem right out the gate, that there's an ask. Well, how do you feel about reparations to African descendants of slaves? How do you feel? No. You see, language, everybody. Language. You don't ask. You got one of these candidates sitting in front of you, say, listen, as African people, we demand that you assert and carry out the act of delivering reparations to our people. We're demanding this. It's not negotiable. It's not. You will pledge to do it, or you will not be elected. Period. That's what it looks like. That's what it should sound like. That's what the times require. Demand, not ask. We're telling you you're going to do X, Y, and Z. But then you've got to be able to leverage unity on the issue. You see, there are ways to achieve our objective for what we are deserving of. You see, remember, we're not asking for anything just that we're not deserving of, that we just fantasize about, or just that would be cute or nice. We're demanding what we're due as human beings with righteousness on our side. That's what we're demanding. That's what we're demanding. Now, I wanted to just play this part first. It's recorded. And then now I will speak on the other issues um, that you all referenced for me.
Okay, so that was the just a vignette, if you will, of that, and and like I say, I'm gonna release the full thing after the live stream. You were right, um, um, all the way up. I could barely keep my eyes open. I was tired in that piece. That's one reason why I was in bed. At all costs, when all else fails, get in bed. um, and also, L Light, your comment. We live under a system of mandate of man-made laws designed to keep our people in poverty of our soul, and because of our conditioned mandate, um, our conditioned mindset of fear, we choose to ignore. Um, Wait, where'd it go? We choose to ignore that the truth is not man-made. That's so true. I love that, especially that last part. The truth is not man-made. I always preach to you guys, the truth just is. It doesn't need anything but to be represented and testified to. It don't even need you. It just is, and it's gonna be because it just is. You understand? It's very important. It's very, very important. You know. Um, but what I was really trying to say to you in that piece, and I hope you picked up the point, is that, all this stuff that we are asking for and begging massa and please can we have and all this, there is a quick resolution to all of this. It just requires a different reaction on our part, you know. And as I said in the piece, when I talked about making the demands, it requires you then to be ready to leverage unity. I always tell you that's our Achilles heel. That's our Achilles heel. Our lack of unity. Our lack of unity. Our lack of unity. So after that, it gets into, because I go into the the incident in Memphis. Ajay, thank you for your response on that. Um, yes, I do hope that we will. I was hoping you would bring some, just, but we just because of the time don't do it now. But we I would like to get into more deep discussion on that, to know what's really going on down on the ground. You know, we only have the benefit of the media, um, so we're kind of limited. But that's our Achilles heel is unity. Everybody is unity. Even when you look at when something like a police shooting happens and you have all these people in the street and stuff like that, is there really a unity going on? Is there really a unity? You can have a bunch of people in one place doing something for one goal, but that doesn't mean there's unity. I hope you understand what I just said to you. You know, is there unity? Is there unity? Is there unity? Anyways, I think I shouted everybody out. Um, yes, we do need to be on one accord. Uh, yeah, I think I got everybody. Khalifa of the Most High. Um, I shouted you out, but I don't know if you heard it because the video was playing. Want to make sure you heard that. Um, so the next thing is I'll release the full version of that video, y'all. Because like I said, I go into um the Memphis thing. I also get into the Linda Feinstein and the other whore that were involved in the um, destruction of the lives of the brothers in the Central Park incident, and and then I also get into reparations. Um, but like I say, I had to just abandon playing that at the beginning because it wasn't done processing. My initial intent was I was going to play the whole thing and then I was going to come on live like this, like I am now. But I would have been on live the whole time, whatever. But whatever, it worked out the way that it did, you know. Uh, what's this? Well, I remember in South Africa. Oh, I read that. I read that. So I want to say I thank everybody who showed up for the stream. I thank everybody for thumbs upping the live stream. Um, well done, troops. Well done. Um, and let's see, today is Wednesday, so hopefully, inshallah, I will be able to maybe before, but if not, certainly at the weekend, I hope to be able to do another stream. In the meantime, I have other stuff that I'll just be releasing for you. Like I say, that portion of that piece that I just played right now, I'll release the full video. It's under 2 hours. Um, and so we just go from there. I want to say also thank you again to everyone who hit the super chat and donated in this stream as well. I appreciate you guys. It goes a long way, and I'm most appreciative. Strength in numbers, strength in numbers, strength in numbers. When everybody cares, that's why they have pallbearers all around a person's casket. Because no matter what the person weighs that's in the casket, it's easier the more people that carry it. You know, that person don't have to carry all 200 pounds. There's five other people. You know, and everyone's carrying a little bit of that weight. So it doesn't just fall all on one or two people. You know, and that's with anything. Strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. We're strongest when we are unified on anything. And so I do thank you guys all who donated. I thank you so much. I thank everyone who also your comments as well. Like I say, these streams are always about you, and so that we can have an opportunity to interact directly. You know, anything that you have to say or ask or present, I can answer it right then and there. Um, so that's really the purpose for doing these, is to be accessible to my audience and not just a recorded video, you know. So, um, and I try to do them as often as I can, Um, so, I do the best I can as far as how often I do them. And like I said, just looking forward to my weekend and what my scheduling and all that stuff looks like. It looks like I should be able to get something, get another one of these in, or maybe a couple of them over the weekend. Um, God willing, we'll see. But again, I do thank you guys all. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your interaction and your participation. I love you guys all. You are the faithful. And I am just pleased that I was able to do this. Like I say, I wish I could have done it earlier, but it just wasn't possible, you know. Just because the way my day went, what time I got started on it, and all this other thing. The recorded piece that you just saw, that was from Sunday, and then the other part of the video that actually comes in, that I started recording that today. The other stuff where I get to the articles and all that, that stuff is from, that part is from today, you know. But the rest of it is that part where I was on camera, that's from Sunday. So Saturday or Sunday, whatever day I did the live stream, I did that the next day, because I was anticipating going live that next day, as I told you I would. But the stuff that you guys had presented, you guys had brought up the stuff in Memphis. You had brought up Ilhan Omar. You brought up the prosecutor chicks and all this and the thing. And I said, okay, I'll follow up on that, and we'll talk about that in the next stream. And I said I'll make a commitment to do one tomorrow. And so I started on it that next day. But like I say, I wasn't able to finish it, you know. So um, that's the backstory on that. So, God willing, I will see you guys live over the weekend. Between then and now, like I say, I'll release the full video of what I just played, and then I will have something after that, and something after that, and something after that. So, um, I love you guys all, and as always, I will see you soon. This is the Jedi. Now, how to get out of here?